What it is, what it is, what it is. Congratulations, my little tailbites. Y'all made it to Friday, the end of the 5-day work cycle. Congratulations. You all made it. Was this week heavy for y'all? You know what? I can't say that anything in particularly bad happened. Just felt heavy to me. But that's not here nor there. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. There we go. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It's your girl, Chi-Town Ronnie, here to give you, my little vibe tribe, your emotional and spiritual forecast for this fine day of Friday. Friday, April the 10th in the year of our Lord, 2026. How we doing out there? To everybody that joined the live, Martha, Sal, Mr. Stevens, Miss Autumn, I want to thank you all for not letting me speak into the void of YouTube. Thank you all. We had a good discussion. It's over there on my YouTube channel. If you all are not subscribed, please do so. Please do so to all the other platforms that I'm on. Today for our downloads, we're gonna be doing that from the Tao Oracle. This is a system unto itself, but I like using it because the pictures are beautiful and the words. Like for instance, this one, conflict. This card says right here. It gives a numerological aspect. It's the number 6, and we know that that's for harmony, improvement, family, and romance matters. It says conflicts, will to power, hostility, jealousy. It gives you a lot to work with when I got to do readings and stuff like that. So I'm very much appreciative of this set, and I love the illustrations. Okay. But I digress. Once again, we're going to celebrate it, that we made it to Friday. Y'all, we got some things. So, like I said, I feel that this week has been kind of heavy, all right? And, the energies are lifting. They're letting up a little bit. Fact of the matter is, my lighter fell. Sorry, y'all. Fact of the matter is, y'all, is that, we've been slacking on some of our responsibilities, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. And like today's astrological forecast, it's going to solidify that for me. Right now, we are in the last quarter moon, and it is in Capricorn. So the last quarter moon, this is the check-in moment. We've got Aries up in the mix over here, and Aries energy wants to keep it moving. No looking back. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the leader. Aries is not looking back, okay? But Capricorn is telling you to slow down, slow your roll. Look at what you did. Own the shit. Then the moon is going to move into Aquarius. All right, here I'm in Aquarius. Now, it's going to be about connection. It's going to be about community and the alignments with other people. But if you feel better in those spaces, you're going to feel better in the spaces that you handled your business at first. Again, this week the energy has been real heavy this week. So, we somewhere along the lines, some type of feelings were hurt. Here we go. This check-in moment. Judgment. Right here. This is about the self-reflection. This is about looking back on our actions, our words, and becoming aware of what we need to change. So this card right here, this matches the last quarter moon energy. The aspect of review and reflection. All right. You're not going to have that unless you get some justice up in here. All right. This right here, this is accountability. This is owning your part. Be honest about what you did, about what you said, or what you allowed. This is Capricorn energy exactly. Capricorn energy is very serious. It's very responsible. Capricorn energy is no excuses. Okay. When you take care of that, where my cups? You do all that, this is going to be your connection to your community. This is about feeling good with being with around other people. This is about being aligned with your relationships. So these cards right here are matching the forecast that I just gave you. This matches the moon moving into Aquarius with community, friendship, fellowship, and shared energy. So what we're doing right now is we're going to reflect on our actions and on our words. We're then going to take accountability in case we may have hurt somebody or upset some shit or of something of that nature. Then when we move into alignment, we're going to be having that supportive connection. Yeah. This is the energy we're doing right here for today, Friday, April the 10th. Take a moment and be real with yourself. If something was off, own that shit. That's what's going to put you in a better position with people moving forward. Own it. A lot of people avoid accountability because it's uncomfortable. They'd rather move on than to look at themselves. You can't do that. But avoiding that shit, it's going to create tension in your relationships later. You're going to be looking at the other person to get over it. They may not, their feelings are just as valid. There ain't nothing to get over if you didn't open your mouth, if you didn't allow some bullshit to happen, or if you didn't take action. They don't have to get over it. You got to come up and own it. No, we got relationships everywhere. We got relationships within our families. We got relationships at work, and everybody at this point is living under a pressure cooker. Why do we want to add more tension to the diaspora? You got to stop avoiding your responsibilities, collective, and then you realize owning your part actually gives you your power. Now, it actually empowers you. It doesn't take away nothing from you. You're not weakened by coming up to your accountability. You got to be honest. You got to be accountable. You got to align with all of your connections. Don't run from yourself. Don't run from yourself. You got to stand in your truth. If you fucked up, you fucked up. It is what it is. We're going to affirm for this. We're going to affirm, I am responsible, grounded, and aligned with the connections I build. Let me say that again. I am responsible, grounded, and aligned with the connections I build. When you get a moment, reflect on your actions this past week. Take responsibility where you need to. Be honest with yourself. Don't brush shit off. Don't avoid the accountability. Don't act like that shit was small and that it didn't matter. Think back on recent situations. What was your part in it? If needed, correct that shit or adjust your behavior. Allow yourself to show up more intentionally in your connections. That way you can move forward with a clean slate. Yeah. Where do you need to take responsibility? And how will that shift the way you show up in your relationships? So once again, we're going to be getting our download from the Tao Oracle. And as you all saw my shelf, you all saw my pool. So we're going to do the collective. My fire, air, water, and earth signs. Your Oracle pool is going to be on my TikTok, my Instagram, or my YouTube. Please follow me on all those platforms. Please like the video. Y'all listen. If you all could share this video to one person, just get some momentum on the channel, please. The readings are free. Shit, I'm not asking for much. If you like what I said, if it gave you clarity, you feeling a little generous on one of these things, on one of these profiles, I got my Venmo and I got my buy me coffee. You know what to do. All right. We're going to have that little exchange of energy. All right. So with all that being said, here we go. And this is for the collective reading. And this is card number 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 3, we are talking about acknowledgement. We're talking about abundance, creativity, growth, development, possibly a third party, the birth of a child. But this card says biting through. Okay, and it says take decisive actions, restore order, force applied with sensitivity, justice, tenacious, devotion to talk. Baby, this card right here is going back to our astrological forecast. You all saw my shuffle. You all saw my pull. I cannot make this shit up. All right? This right here, this card right here, you know, it's giving me 7 of Wands. Standing your ground. Defending your position. Pressure coming in. You know, you got to hold your line under the challenge. And this battle right here, this battle that you all are fighting, right? That's your accountability. Those are your responsibilities you are battling. And so with this card right here, for the collective, it begs the question, are you willing to stand firm even when it gets uncomfortable? And that discomfort could be the shit that you brought on. So yeah, with this card, biting through. When do you bite shit? When you are under pressure, when you feel uncomfortable. You know? And the pressure that I'm talking about is the fact that you know that you're accountable and you're running from your accountability. Don't fold under that pressure, collective. You got to rise through that shit. You know, being defensive, you know, I mean, at a certain time, you know, you're gonna be tired. And if you know how to pivot this energy, you're gonna rise above it. You're gonna rise above it. Resilience, let me say this. Resilience strengthens your identity, but you cannot refuse to acknowledge the shit that you know. So yeah, you know, and by coming to your accountability, you're not breaking, you're breaking through. You're not having a breakdown, you're going to have a breakthrough. And so, man, that it's wild how how this card is speaking with us, with a forecast for the collective. And so then, and we're going to affirm. We're going to affirm. I am strong, steady, and I hold myself accountable with confidence. I am strong and steady and hold myself accountable with confidence. I should have simplified that, but no, I had to get all that shit out. It's 7:30 in the morning, y'all. I got to get ready for work. But don't back down from your responsibilities, collective. Don't back down from your responsibilities. Stay steady with them. Don't run from them. You know? You're in a moment that's testing you right now. Don't fold. Coming, being accountable, that's where your power comes from. That's where your power is going to show up, all right? All right, y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. Remember your assignment. Your assignment is your alignment. And let me see, what else can I tell you? Oh, and again, shit gets too hard. Close your eyes. Focus on what you want. And ask the universe to show you how good it can be. Y'all have an amazing Saturday and Sunday. I may go live. I'm not quite sure. But beyond that, y'all stay blessed. Bye, babies.